Hey, it's me, Critsy Bear. Welcome back to Sorcery. I've actually got a lot of extra time today, because I don't actually have to record. I'm just kind of doing it because I feel like playing Sorcery. Yeah. So I get to play however long I want. So today's episode is going to be special, a little bit special, and just an extra 15 minutes to round it out to an hour. Yeah. We're just going to play a little extra, because I feel like it. Anyway, so last time we left off, I slept through, what, like day 5 of my adventure? We've gone all the way up here to... Where am I? Oh yeah, I slept in an alley, because screw paying money even though I have 85 gold. By the way, I'd like to note every other time that I've played this game, I've never managed to get above like 25 gold. I don't know how I managed to get 85 gold, but I mean, I didn't make it by spending it, that's for sure. Sleeping in alleys and stuff. Anyway, I left off right as we were starting the next morning, right? Yeah. Let me sip some ceremonious coffee so I can get in the mood to read. Oh god, I brewed that strong. Gah. As the sun breaks over the rooftops of Lower Carre, the city looks clean and bright, like a stone polished to a shine by a fast-flowing river. Need more coffee. Mm-hmm. The effect lasts for a beautiful moment, and then the people of Carre begin to stir, opening their windows to throw out their slop, shouting and cursing at each other as they do so. Great. I love this city. Wait, do I not get to visit the marketplace? I thought I got to visit the market. Whatever. The market traders begin to set up their stalls, fighting and threatening each other to get the spots closest to the ships. A few sly types, probably pickpockets, begin to prowl the shadows between the stands. There are still areas of Lower Carre that have not yet been explored, but you cannot afford to waste time more in these slums. If the nobles are to be found, they will be on the other side of this river, and if they are not to be found, you must reach the gate and try to find another way through. By breakfast? Yeah, by breakfast. I got some time to kill, right? The bridge lowers at a specific time, I think. You wander the stalls, looking for something to eat, and find a stand selling bomba bread for 2 gold pieces. The smell is quite nourishing. Hell yeah. You buy a slice of bread. It is pleasantly filling with a sweet, meaty texture. You thank the woman at the stall, then head over to the river to wait for the bridge to be lowered. After a while, a grizzled old man arrives and unlocks a small booth by the harbor bridge. He goes inside and closes the door behind him. Knock on the door. Impatiently, you go over to the booth and knock firmly on the door. The old man lowers down the window and leans on the both. What you want? Good morning. You begin cheerfully. Ha! Beautiful day, isn't it? The man peers at you suspiciously. Whatever it is, I'm not buying. Of course not. Smart man. The man nods sharply. Yep. Then he goes back inside the booth. Bribe him? I got a bunch of money. I'll pay you if you lower that bridge, you tell him. 3 gold pieces. The man looks at you for a moment, then shrugs. Tide's almost there, he replies. But if you want... You hand over 3 gold pieces and the old man leaves his booth to go... The old man leaves his booth and goes over to lower a contraption on the waterfront. He begins to heave and wind an ancient winch. It seems to be quite hard work. He's trying to move the whole weight of the bridge single-handedly. Help him out? You get up to your feet and go over to help him out. Go off! He growls. You'll brock it. Help him anyway? Ignoring the man's complaints, you grab the other side of the winch and turn. The bridge lowers much faster than he could have done it alone, though the man does not stop complaining and whining. Finally, the bridge smacks down into place. The man does not thank you, but instead sulks back into his booth. Oh. I mean, I just wanted to be helpful. I mean, that poor old man is left out here to move an entire bridge by himself. You cross the bridge over the Jabaji. Jabaji? which runs like a slime trail through the center of the city. Then suddenly, the boards underfoot begin to creak. Looks like you might have damaged the bridge when you lowered it so quickly. Oh no, go cautiously. Steeling your nerves, you creep cautiously along, trying to make the wood shiver as little as possible, but you have barely gone a few strides when the bridge gives out. Oh no, wait, no, I can't. No, okay. Hang on, no, I can't. That's gonna lose me most of my stuff, isn't it? If it does, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna save scum. You are in the thick sludge of the Jabaji River. You gasp for breath, almost retching from the terrible smell of sewage and rotting fish and slime. But you quell your nausea. You cannot afford it until you're safely on dry land. You must swim. Of course, all your water-damageable possessions have been ruined. Thankfully, however, the pages of your spellbook are protected. What do you mean? All my stuff. My magical items. Oh no. My oh! My clues! Oh no! Swim. You turn and swim across the river for the long... oh god. Alright, I'm going back. Going back. Head for the bridge. Here we go. Alright. Bye, Brekkie. Yes. Buy some. Yes. Wait a little bit. There we go. Let's see, let's see what happens if you patiently wait. You sit down outside the booth and wait for the man to lower the bridge into the harbor bridge into lower the... Half an hour goes by and nothing happens. Look in the booth. You stand up and peer into the booth to see what the old man is doing. He has his feet up on a desk and his hands folded across his stomach, and he appears to be consulting a tide chart very closely. So closely, in fact, that it covers his whole face, and gently rises and falls as he snores. Knock on the booth. Tired of waiting, you walk over to the booth and firmly knock on the door. Doesn't call me impatient this time. The old man lowers the window and leans out his booth. What you want? Good morning. Beautiful day, isn't it? Whatever it is, I'm not buying. I'm not selling anything. Not to me, he replies. Wait another half hour enjoying the morning sunlight, playing on the river. Feels like the first rest you've had since you left the outpost settlement. It's hard to imagine that, had it not been for the Archmage and the Birdmen, you would not have made this journey, never explored the world outside the Shamatanti wall. Look around the dock. You look around the dock. By the base of the bridge, you notice a winch-like contraption. Perhaps it lowers the bridge? Nah, leave it. Apparently this is a very ornery bridge. You wait a little longer. Suddenly, there's a flurry of movement from inside the booth. The old man leaves his booth and goes over to the contraption at the waterfront. He seems to help him out. Get off! Yo, break it. Alright, fine. You let the old man struggle, happy to let him be stubborn. Sweat beads on his forehead as he heaves and puffs as he works. But eventually the bridge clunks down into place. You salute the man cheerfully and go on your way. Yes, I like that a lot better. The cosmic gorilla prefers this. Okay? My spirit sign hasn't changed in a while. I still serve the cosmic gorilla. You have reached the banks of Upper Kare. The buildings here are not as grand as on the south side of the river, but they are in much better condition. Fewer people live on this side, away from the fields and the hills, but those that do are richer. They are also most likely more dangerous. But, of course, it is on this side of the river that the North Gate stands. You follow the road away from the river and look toward a fork in the road. Hang on. Is there a compass on the map here? Yes, there is. Oh my god, somehow I just hadn't noticed that north is this way. Good lord. Okay. Why is the map oriented this way? Why is it diagonal? Who made this map? Or is this just a normal thing in this universe? Whatever. You follow the road from the North River, Nobles of Citterport, most likely be on this side of the river. Yes, there we go. back into the adventure. Oh, I never visited the bathhouse, did I? Shucks. Pretty sure you can get up, I'm pretty sure you can get a pretty important story cue there. Darn, whatever. The early morning sun is beginning to wake in the streets of Carré. A few creatures roam this way and that. In one corner, a spring bubbles up with fresh water. Look around. Looking left, the road heads into a residential area that seems well cared for. A short way off to the right is an open plaza. Ask for some directions. You stop a passing creature. Excuse me, I need to ask you... The creature's head is bowed, and it doesn't look up, but it pulls itself free and hurries away, too miserable to speak. There's nothing for it. You will have to explore for yourself. Let's see. Turning left, I mean, none of these buildings look particularly important, so I can probably, go left and go around and down this alley, maybe? And then here, and then... Oh, hey, the Halls of Vlada. I hadn't even noticed that. Nice, I want to go there. Oh, Jesus. What happened there? Oh, boy. Gardens of Briar. I don't think I've ever been on that part of the map. Anyway, I suppose I'll go left around to... Oh, that looks pretty important. Right, isn't that where one of the people that I'm looking for lives? Can't quite remember. Are you seeing a little bit of screen tearing when I'm moving around? Whatever. Yeah, I guess left. Go in the most roundabout way possible. You follow a narrow, winding street that passes by shops and stalls. It is still early in the morning and they are not open, but the stirrings from within the houses but there are stirrings from within the houses as the day's activity begins. Oof. More coffee. A face appears at one window and it seems to watch you as you pass, although the creature's eyes are closed and you're not sure that it actually notices you. Wave at the creature. You wave to the creature, but it does not react. Its eyes are still closed. Another similar creature stands in a doorway across the street, washing themselves from a bucket. This one is thin and spindly with a long face, not exactly a human and not an elven either, but something in between. Neat. Read it. You try to greet the washing creature, but it too has its eyes closed. Perhaps it is soaping its hair and doesn't want to sting its eyes. Why are they all it? Like, I understand, like, there's a lot of different sorts of creatures in this universe, so, like, it's, things aren't really, like, people, they're creatures, but why it? Are there, like, crazy fantasy biologies in this universe, too? Whatever. You try to greet the washing creature, but it too has its eyes closed. Yeah, at the end of the road, under a low arch, a group of youths are loitering, talking, kicking stones into the gutter. They notice you and begin to point and talk among themselves. You know what? I might actually try to see if I can come back here later. Like, there's stalls and everything, so I want to see if I can buy some stuff later. Yeah? See if I can take a roundabout way around to there. Look around. Ask someone for directions. Nope. Also, I don't trust that fountain. I'm not drinking from it. I just don't trust I don't trust drinking anything around here. You turn right, heading your way into the city wall. A sign points towards the Fireview Square. You pass large houses that have the aspect of official places and businesses. One is marked with the clawed fist of a moneylender. Okay. An elven woman is just leaving. She looks quite worn out already, so early in the morning. Talk to the woman. You stop the woman with a gesture. She looks up to you in some surprise. You seem distraught. She looks at you, her narrow eyes wide. Oh, stranger, she moans, you have no idea. The moneylenders have not been generous? The woman laughs. When are they ever generous? But today they have been cruel. Ooh, I want to help. She wipes her eyes with a ragged cuff. But no matter, I should not have expected any different. But what of you, stranger? You do not look like a Korean to me. I am a traveler. Is that so? No. You know what? It seems like I don't get the option to help her if I don't, like, take it immediately. Talk to the woman. You stop the woman with a gesture. You seem distraught. Oh, stranger, I will help you. She pulls a face. You? Why would you do that? I cannot pay you, as I'm sure you can guess. I'm an adventurer. She takes a step back. I've had enough adventurers for a lifetime, thank you. Always the same with adventures. Every day a new adventure. I have to be going. Every day a new adventure. She takes a step away, then pauses, looking at you expectantly. She wipes a tear from her eyes. Maybe you'll need a guide? That would be useful. She smiles, the first true smile you've seen on her face. Very good, stranger. I will be happy to help you, if I can, for a fee. Where do you want to go? I need to find a scholar. I'm looking for an undead creature. Blind beggar. Like, scholar, I'm pretty sure probably lives there. If I'm not remembering wrong, right? An undead creature, I would imagine, would live over here in maybe the graveyard. However, I don't know anywhere that I could possibly find a blind beggar. I am searching for a blind beggar. You tell her, one who was once a noble. She muses. I know the one, I believe. He inhabits the wasteland near here, the Fallen Quarter. That is very easy to find if you can avoid the traps. And how much do you... Take me there or I will kill you? That's a pretty extreme change. And how much do you charge? She sizes you up for a moment. 4 gold pieces. Half now, half later. Nah, just pay her. I got plenty of money given back to the community who I have pretty much robbed blind at this point. You count out 4 gold pieces. She smiles. Very well then. Tell me your name. Before we begin, tell me your name. You can call me Mish, she nods. Good to see you, stranger. Good to meet you, stranger. This way. She walks along towards the square. The alley gets wider, passing a long building on the left which seems to be full of children. An orphanage, Mish tells you, full of ne'er-do-wells. On the step, a lanky man sits with his eyes firmly closed. Look at him. You pause to look him over. He is tall, well-dressed, and not healthy-looking. He seems pale and thin. Leave it, Mish hisses. Why? Greet him? You go over to the man to greet him, but your guide grabs your arm. Don't, she hisses. Just trust me. I don't want to see you get hurt. Alright. You thank her for her advice and keep moving. Your guide is already a few steps ahead. You follow the woman down a road and begin, in between large houses until she enters a wide square. Odd-looking creatures mill about, going about their business. Several are clustered in a crowd around a monument of some sort. See that? Mish says, pointing. That's one of the great treasures of Sorcery. If you step inside, you're granted a vision of the whole city from above, so you can see wherever you need to go. On the other side of the square, up the main road, continues along an old arch. 1,000 other alleyways lead off in all directions around Upper Broadway. I need more coffee. Ask my guide about the monument. Tell me more about the monument, you ask of your guide. The woman shrugs. You should look for yourself. Very well. You approach the crowd around the monument, your guide in tow, which is so thick it's hard to see inside. Here, says one of the creatures whom you elbow. Be careful. Apologize. I'm sorry. You apologize, and the creature huffs and moves away through the crowd. Clambering up the steps to the monument, you finally get to see inside, but the monument seems to be empty. There's just a circular rug that fills up the floor space. The crowd murmurs and whispers. Throw a coin inside. Toss a coin into the monument. You don't quite see what happens until a moment later, when your coin is nowhere to be seen. You turn to your guide for an explanation, but she simply looks amused by your amazement. It's just lost in the carpet, she says. It's nice and soft for sleeping on. The crowd are clustered around the monument, as though expecting the rug inside to move. I can't confront her, because I kind of know exactly what's going on. You step away, shaking your head. You're missing out on something wonderful, Mish calls, but then hurries down the steps after you. Your guide looks about, anxious to move on. Kinda not trusting Mish here. Through the arch. The arch at the far end of the square is thronged with more creatures, not all the same as those in the square. They seem to be there seems to be a bustling hub beyond, a market district, perhaps. Mish motions in that direction, so let's go if we're going. A peddler with a tray around his neck walks past you from the square. Anklewort! Blimberry! Poultice of Willweed! Yeah, I want to talk to the herbalist. Yeah. Across the square, talk to that boy. You stop the herbalist. Good day, he greets you. Can I interest you in a poultice? A salve? Sure, what are you selling? Ah, let me show you, he rubs his hands together. For instance, this! He digs around in his tray. A mustic ointment made from pure mustic. What does it do? Mustic is a powerful hypnotic, he replies. I can make you believe almost anything. He holds it out for you to smell. No! Bro! You lean away, careful not to inhale the salve. He smiles and takes a deep breath himself, sighing happily. How much does it cost? I'm into it. A pot of this size. He holds up a container larger than your thumb. 4 gold pieces. It's very valuable. He smiles and takes a deep breath himself, sighing happily. Alright. Buy it. Yeah. Hand over 4 gold pieces. The herbalist hands over a pot of ointment, wafting it close to your nose. Oh, no! My gold! Oh, boy. You notice a delicate fragrance as you place it in your pack. Now, says the herbalist, I'd like you to give me, let's see, 10 gold pieces. No. Of course, you reply. The herbalist smiles and holds out his hands. Give him nothing! You hand over 10 gold pieces as he asks. Excellent! The herbalist smiles and tips his head to you. Have a good day! The man pushes a wheeled cart. I actually do want that. I'm gonna try again. What are you selling? Let me show you. What does it do? Mustic. Nope, don't smell that shit. Give it to me? Can I have it? Of course, he agrees. My apology. Give it to me. It's mine. Oh, hand over. Nope. I got wafted. I'm guessing I probably can't buy that. What are you selling? How much does it cost? Pot of this size? 4 gold pieces. I don't want it. Then shrugs. No matter, he replies. Not for everyone. What else do you have? Blimberry salve, made from blimberries. How much? 3 gold pieces? Sure. Extra blimberry. Alright. Stash it. Anything else? Nope. Alright. Fruit vendor, sure. The man wheels a cart of fruit over here. Yeah, sure, I'll buy some fruit. I can give it to a beggar or something. You walk over to the fruit seller. Your guide trails after you, looking bored. Morning, he declares morosely. Morosely. Never mind. Wait, hang on. No. There's an exclamation point, but it says morosely. Hang on. I'm pretty sure morose is, like, sad and grumpy, right? What? Why has it got an exclamation point, though? Whatever. Morning, he declares, his eyes, like everyone else's, are closed. I'd say it was a beautiful day, but it isn't. Would you like to buy something? His hand waves across an eclectic tray of fruit, all of it rotten except for one glistening bomba fruit. Talk to the vendor. So, you begin, can you tell me a little bit about this part of Carre? The fruit vendor shrugs. Of course I can. This is where no one buys any fruit. That's why it all goes rotten. Then he goes quiet, not wanting to talk anymore. Look at the bomba fruit. I can just say... Wait, hang on, I could have just said no. How much for the bomba, you ask? 4 gold pieces. Oh, the vendor replies, they're good for you, you know. Mish looks longingly at the fruit. I love bomba, she says. My father used to bring them home from the forests. You can eat them raw or grilled, or rot them to make a punch. Her face glows at the memory. Sure, buy it. You hand over 4 gold pieces, and the vendor takes a bomba fruit and drops it into your arms. It's heavy, but it smells ripe. The flesh is usually excellent. Oh, we've a long way to go to reach the beggar, Mish says. Fancy sharing that? Sure. Share it. You break the fruit open and hand her half. She eats ravenously as though she's been hungry for a long time. You eat the rest. It will only go off if you leave it, but even half a bomba fruit is a decent meal. Mish wipes her mouth and smiles. Thank you, she says. Running into you is proving to be a real stroke of luck. You as well? But you tried to shove me into a portal trap, though. Why would you... You as well, you reply. She grins quickly. Talk to the vendor more. Your purchase has opened him up a little bit. I'm new to this part of the city, you say. I need directions. Mish elbows you in the ribs. That's what I'm here for, isn't it? If you're gonna ask random fruit sellers, I might as well be going. No, stay. She watches your eyes for a moment, then nods. Alright, but come on, let's get moving. I don't want to waste all morning here. Turn and head for the back to the square. Back in the square. Anyone else selling anything? You and Mish are in the middle of the square. The creatures in the square mill about, talking in hushed tones to each other. Look at the alleyways. You walk to the center of the square and turn about, peering into all the narrow alleyways that lead off in every direction. To the northwest, they wind between residential buildings. Yep, again. To the south, alleyways seem darker and rubble-strewn, but there are fewer rooftops in that direction. From the monument, you hear a sudden gasp. Has something happened? Look back to the monument. You cast another look at the crowd around it, but nothing seems to have changed. The creatures are still waiting for something. Gesture for your guide to lead the way. Yo, I want to visit the halls of blah blah blah. What is that? I guess I'll find out. You follow Mish between the narrow buildings until you reach a fork. To the left, the road continues towards some kind of bustling market, while to the right it leads down a short street. In the center of the fork is a great bronze statue with some kind of pot at its feet. Oh my, Mish breathes. Look at how much gold there is. She steps towards the statue. Need more coffee. Look down the short street. Looking down the short street to your right, you see a sign above the doorway. The Gambling Halls of Vlada. Several seedy-looking creatures mill about on the steps. Cheerful creatures go in. Miserable-looking creatures come out and look at the statue. The statue is of a giant wielding a club, and at its feet is a large pot full of gold pieces. This must be one of Kare's many gods, with the pot intended for worshippers making offerings, although none of the passing creatures seem to be throwing any in. Mish's eyes have turned to saucer plates at the sight of the money. Ask her about the statue. What is this statue? You ask your guide. I have no idea, she replies nervously. I've never seen it before. I don't know anything about it. Why don't you take a look? You suggest. She shakes her head. No, I couldn't. Come on. Oh boy. How much further? She answers absently, not turning around. Oh, not far. But then, at the last possible moment, she dives to one side and grabs an armful of gold from the bowl at the statue's foot. That'll teach those moneylenders not to pay out, she cries, stuffing nearly 20 gold pieces into her pocket. From somewhere behind her, there is a noise like thunder. There's something moving into life. Look for the noise? You look for the noise, and it's only when you lift your eyes from the ground that you see it. The colossal statue is starting to raise its club. Mish follows your gaze and begins to laugh. Ha! The guardian of the gold! She shouts over the noise of hissing pistons and grating metal as the statue steps forward. Why do you think I led you here? With that, she sticks a single gold piece into your money pouch. The statue comes for the last person to thieve. She breathes. Good luck, you'll need it. She races away, but turns in the mouth of the alleyway to shout something. Listen? It's got a weak spot on one of its legs, she calls back. And to find the beggar, you need to go to the wasteland, but beware of the mill. Oh boy. She then blows you a kiss and rushes away. You don't have time to be angry. It's Kare. I was kind of expecting this. Looking up, you see the statue's arm sweeping down towards you. Then you realize this must be the statue that Matok the metalworking gnome told you about. He mentioned a panel in its leg, but which leg? But you don't have time to try to remember because you are under attack. Leap back, leap left. Yes. You jump left, straight into the path of the club, which sends you flying backwards. Oof. Picking yourself up quickly, you realize that the bronze giant has leapt from its pedestal and is advancing towards you. Cast a spell? Yeah. Owie. Yob. Right, giant. No. 6? Maybe. I'm... Mud? Nope, I don't have, wait, do I? Yeah, I need sand for that. Law. No, yeah, law. I'm not a big fan of law. 6. I guess, 6 is the only real viable option. You cast the spell! You cast the spell! Splitting yourself into 6 copies! The statue no longer knows which to strike for, so it begins to swipe in a direction that will hit all 6. Your clones are knocked about like Skittles. What? And if it were not for the fixed expression on the statue's face, you would be sure it was enjoying its own... Let me try this again. I want to try to disable the statue. Look down the short street. Look at the statue. Ask her about the statue. Why don't you take a look? No, I couldn't. How much further? Oh, you know... Oh! Thief time! Oh boy! Look for the noise. Listen. Yes. Leap back. There we go. You leap backwards, narrowly avoiding being hit. Picking yourself up quickly, you see that the bronze giant has leapt from its pedestal and is advancing towards you. Okay, so is there any other spell I can cast here other than frickin' law? Mud. Yob. 6. Law. Alright, I'm gonna try 6 again, real quick. Cast the spell, splitting yourself. Yep, okay, so the only thing I can do is draw my sword, then. You have no choice but to draw your sword. You rush forward, dodging the statue's stomping foot, but when your blow lands on the metal, it only sends a painful shockwave up your arm, and does no damage to the creature at all. I should really be reading this in my combat voice, should I? The statue is leaning back for another swipe at you. You will have to find this thing's weak spot, if it has one, or else you do not stand a chance. In the milliseconds available, you scour the creature for scratches, blemishes, anything that might suggest a chink in its armoring. Right leg, left leg. Oh god. Oh, didn't it tell me? Did I make a note? It told me. The gnome told me about the statue. Statue of Matak. Left leg. Yes. As a matter of fact, they did. I did make a note. Nice. Left leg. You race towards the creature's left leg and spy a small metal plate. Twisting your sword around in your hand, you drive it into the crack and begin to lever the panel open. The giant flails in a way, this way and that, trying to shake you loose. But you are determined, and the plate finally flies open. A blast of hot gas ejects from the statue. It sways and then topples face down into the street. I'm alive! You gasp in relief and take a moment to recover your breath. You have survived, but your elven guide has disappeared with all the statue's money. Great. Right, so where was the market again? Hang on. I was told market time. Center of the fork. Wait. To the left, the road continues towards some kind of bustling market. Okay. Neat. Can I go from that market? Shucks, I don't want to lose my progress if I have to go back. Because if I can, I want to go to the market and then the halls of Lada. Okay, you wide open space laid out for a market. There are several stalls, all selling the same goods, their traders arguing loudly over who has the cheapest and best quality. Magic items? Yes! Of course, magic! You scour the market for items that might be useful to you in magic, but find nothing except for one jeweler's stand, which, in amongst a lot of very expensive and overpriced jewelry, is offering a sun jewel at the exorbitant price of 15 gold pieces. Look at the gem. You lift the gem and turn it over in your hand. It shimmers with an incandescent inner beauty and you can see why someone might buy it as a trinket for their lover. But with the correct magic, you know that the inner glow can be made into a powerful beacon of light. Haggle. You point out the jewel. A nice piece, but a fake. In Lower Carre, this cost 10. I'll give you 10. The jeweler looks at you like something that just crawled out of the sewers. The price is 15. He says, but if you can't afford it, then you aren't the right customer. In Lower Carre, these cost 10. You remark as casually as you can. The jeweler narrows his eyes, but you've clearly caught his attention. I'm certainly having trouble selling at that particular piece. Tell me, what was the name of the jeweler offering the price? Just someone in the market, you reply, but he had a whole box of them. The jeweler chews his lip. Well, he remarks, I've had it a long time. I suppose a discount wouldn't be the end of the world. 10 gold pieces, but just for you. Shake my head. Can I haggle harder? Shake my head. No, thank you, not for me. No, I do want it. It is for me. I need that. I need that jewel. Look at the gem. Alright. Haggle. Point out the jewel. In Lower Carre, these cost 10. Just someone in the market. Yeah, sure, buy it. I'll buy it for 10 gold pieces. The jeweler hands you the sun jewel. You place the precious object into your back and walk away into the market. Buy some useful... Oh, good, I can go back. Buy some useful gear. Let's see. Come across 2 things that seem like they might be useful. First is a tinder box for lighting fires, though it will not work without tinder. And the second is a bottle of snakebite antidote. The tinder box costs 2 gold pieces and the antidote 3. Yeah, buy both. Yeah. Buy them. Yes. Nice. Browse weapons? Sure. Armor stall. Mostly what is on sale is of poor quality, weaker than the blade you already carry. But 2 things catch your eye. A hefty broadsword with a good grip and a bow with a quiver of silver-tipped arrows. Hell yeah, give me that bow. You test the bow on the string. It seems firm and responsive, although you have little use for ranged weapons. This one seems hardy enough. The quiver is interesting. It contains 10 arrows, but each has a tip not made of steel, but of pure silver. The armorer nods at you significantly as you discover this, or you know what. How much? 6 gold pieces. Yeah, I'm into it. You lift the broadsword and slice it through the air, perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Not an antique either, but made brand new, 8 gold pieces. You judge the blade to be well wibbed. Alright, I'll buy the bow. I'll take the bow. He makes a great fuss of packaging it up, but eventually he hands over the bow and the quiver. You pay him 6 gold pieces. Nah, I'm not gonna buy the blade. Turn down the trader, moving on to the rest of the market. Provisions, yes. Browsing through the stalls, you find that this one is reasonably expensive. The food is reasonably expensive, with the cheapest provisions being sold at 3 gold pieces each. Oof. One trader is also selling the wrapped packages of 6 meals worth for 15 gold pieces. That's not bad. That'll last me a while. 3 gold pieces each would buy me 5, so that's what? It would be 10 gold if it was 2 each. No, don't buy food here, I already ate. Alright. Buy a well? Nah, that seems like it would be going on in that direction. Right, back here, I want to go to the halls of Lada, too. Statue lies face down on the street. A few locals are now sitting on the back of the statue eating their lunch. Nice. Wonder if the stalls up here are open. Whatever. Halls of Lada, yeah, baby! Gamble time! Enter the shade of the long hall, filled with bodies and smoke, but strangely silent. No one is speaking, and the only noise is the constant rattling of dice, which rolls around in the raftered ceiling like thunder. Only the occasional cheer and curse breaks the mood. By the door is a booth, and the gaming tables here are all set out in the main hall. A great cheer goes up from one of the tables. The booth. Go over to the booth where a Spin Lady is handing out gambling chips. She smiles at you. "Welcome, sir," she croons in a voice sounding like a crocodile pretending to be a songbird. "How much can I get you?" Oh boy. How much should I take? I'm new here. "Oh," she purrs, "we love new players in the halls of Vlada. You give us all your gold. No real money is allowed in the premises. Then when you leave, we give you what you've got. I mean, what you've won. It's simple." Yeah, sure. All my fucking 51 gold. Sorry. The Spin Lady counts it out, slowly and meticulously, as though she was not very good at counting. Then she hands over 51 chips in assortments of colors, to add to what you already have. "Have fun!" Oh, I will. I will. You walk out into the hall. Players of all races and descriptions are on either side of the long table of the long wooden benches, starting games with each other, fighting them out. Yes, fighting them out and then exchanging chips and moving on. It's kind of like a safety dance. Stately dance. Safety dance. Played with great dedication, almost entirely in silence. An old man, a grizzled sailor, and a bristly innkeeper are waiting to play. You notice the old man only has one arm. Look at the tables. The tables are arranged in different sections by size and bet, and the number of dice to be played. A sad-looking creatures move down from the high-stakes tables to the lower ones. Brassy and bold creatures move up. At the 2 chip tables, there's an old man and a sailor. At the table with 10 chip meets the innkeeper waiting. The old man and the sailor have just finished a game. The old man must have won because he stands, cracks his knuckle, and moves to the 5-piece table. Yeah. The sailor shifts down to the table with the 5-chip wager. Okay. I'm gonna pick an opponent. The old man, the weather-worn sailor, and the bristly innkeeper. Definitely the innkeeper, because, there's a chance that somebody else could win his tokens. Okay, I've never seen this character before. The innkeeper hands you your dice and he waits on you to bid. Completely silent. Oh, good. Alright, I'm gonna bet, 3 4s. Yeah, bet 3 4s, so I've got 2 4s. He's probably got at least 1 4. So, you running in here in Kare? 3 4s. Used to. My brother runs it now, by the gate. What do you do now? 5 4s. Well, I'm saving up, trying to earn more. Earn me a little more. And you better play better than this. 5 4. Oh! God, that's a lot of 4s. Jesus. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Hang on. 6 4. Wait, there are 6 4s. What? 1 2 3. Oh, I was counting a 3 as a 4. Alright. I want to pretend I have 3s. Listen, you couldn't let me win, could you? Why? 3 2s. It's just a fine man like you. You don't need the money, but I really need the money. I'm going to be on a long journey. I need every piece. 5 2s. I've got debts, you see. Kare's not a good city for debts. And you should place your bets more carefully. Only 3 2s. The round is mine. I feel bad. Can I help this man out? Can I beat up his debt men? His debt boys? Maybe you can help me. I need to find the nobles. I would have thought running a inn was a good business here. Maybe you can help me. I need to find the nobles of the city port. Would have thought running an inn was a good business. I'm gonna pretend I have 2 3s. It is, mostly. Mostly? Too much like hard work? It's good money until a ship comes in. Those sailors can drink. They really can drink. Isn't it good for business? I wish I could ask, but, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you know, when he seems confident, he's got a lot of 4s. Isn't that good for business? Not when they offer you 2... Wait, is like the AI... Does the AI bet more when they're talking? That could be a strategy. Not when you offer too many bulk discounts. That's where I went wrong, I suppose. Okay. 6 4s? Young man. There's only 3. Jesus, how did he get so high, dude? How about we open with 1 2? Alright. How about 2 2s? I definitely got a 2. Bet 3 2... 4 2s? My boy. Let's see about that. Call that. Oof. You let me trick you. You let me fool you. Dummy. 3... Alright, I'll bet like 2 1s. Maybe you can help me. I need to find the noble of the city port. Time was they were in the council. These days they're all hiding. Hiding from what? Hiding where? In their houses, I suppose. Shinva lives by the river, Lorag by the cliff. I'll have to visit them. Thank you, that's helpful. Won't let me let you win, though. With a hearty laugh, the innkeeper hands over 10 gold pieces, 10 chips. You now have 64. He gets up and moves over to the lower stake table. Alright, stay put. Hey, it's my sailor pal! You stay at your table. Nearby, on the 5 stakes table, the old man and the sailor finish a tense game. The sailor must have won because he stands, barks a laugh, and then moves over to join you at the table with the 10-chip stake. The old man shifts down to the cheap table. You are joined by the sailor, who sits down and starts a game with you. Sailor counts out dice. Roll 'em, baby. I like me some dice. Hello again. Hello there. Bet 1 4. Hello again. Alright. Okay. This man is very sure about his number of 3s, so I'm gonna bet 4 3s. My turn. 5 3s. I'll call that. Ain't no way we got that many 3s on the table. Yeah, I love this game. Ooh, I'm having a lot of fun. Ooh, I got 4 1s. You ever been to sea? Going to sea? Yes, apparently. Oh, pa. It's life, it's that life and name mistake. It's that life and name mistake. Okay. 4 2s. I'll call that. Yeah, yep. Only 3 2s. My man. My man. Alright, let's go just 3 2s right away. I'm looking for the nose of the city. Oh, I'm a sailor. Most nobles don't hand rowing the docks. So you haven't heard anything? What? Alright, he's betting 3 4s. How about 4 4s? So you don't have any clues? Oh, I heard one thon. Join the dock. So I'm sad that the nobles has on the rib front. I can't understand your accent at all. Oh. If I wasn't afraid of you losing, I would have gone for more clues. Nardoin. Let me see. Very well, let's go higher. Yep. 4 3s. Call that? Maybe, actually. I mean, unless he has 2 3s. Dummy. I'll let him take one of my dice. Oof. 2 1s? You often come here? Make it 2 3s. Make him think I got a 3. Do you often come here? To core, you mean? Or to Vloida? To Vlada. Oof, he's gonna call that. Shit. Moist times as I can. I feared it. Shucks. This is what I get for trying to go in conversation. Ooh, that's a good hand. Going. What? What? Let Caro suck? You what? Huh? I beg your pardon? Yes, maybe? Maybe? Nay, oh, are you having a stroke? Are you okay? Been hit in the head too many times. What's your boat called? 2 3s. Choice a rising boil. Aw, shucks. Should have bet 3 2s. I could still win. Just letting him talk too much. This Roin. 2 1s. Alright. I mean 2 2s. Well, yeah, 1 2, 2 2s. I mean 2 2s. Noy darn yoit. What? I think you're lying. How can I think he's lying if I have no idea what he just said? With a frown, the seller hands over his 10 chips. You now have 74. He bids you farewell. Stay put. Over the lower stake tables, the old man and the innkeeper have played each other. No one joins you to play. You sit back and watch for a while. Players on the tables from themselves take into pairs, settle down to play in deathly silence. The rattle of dice fills the halls. Stand up. Let's see about going to a different table. Nearby, on the tables with the 2-chip wager, the old man and the innkeeper have just finished a game. The old man must have won because he stands and goes to the medium table. The Spin Lady leaves the booth at the front hall and makes a circuit of the room, offering refreshments at the cost of 4 gambling chips. Didn't I already eat today? Yeah, I've already eaten a couple things today, so I'm gonna go ahead and save my money. Pick an opponent. Play the sailor. Okay. I'm coming for your money, ocean boy. 3 dice. Wait, is this low stakes or high stake? Whatever. Hey, two 4s. Yes, 2 4s. Boys 1. 3 4s. Nay, ah, fuck again. This game doesn't like gambling. It's trying to teach me a lesson about it. Oh, shoot. Whatever. We established last time there's nothing to even see on my desktop. Okay, I'll call... That doesn't seem likely. Only 1 4. Dummy. Ye fool, you've allowed me to juke ye. Toy ya wait, Joyland ain't na good for ma. You should hurry up and leave then. Tell you what. Dryland, okay, Dryland ain't no good for me. Okay, Dryland ain't no good for me. Oh, why's that? The sea legs troubling you? Why's that? About 3 3s. The sea legs troubling you? Won't you believe then the boats, then you'd understood. Oh my god. Ah, shucks, only 2 3s. I'll bet 1 4. Yeah, I definitely got a 4. My bad. 2 3s. Oh no. 3 3s. Oh. Croix. Reel my dice. Shit. Darn. Uh-oh. Go with it. Alright, I had definitely 2 2s. Let me see. Roy's that? 3 2s? Nay. Fucking Christ! Again! The game is rooting against me, dude. Good thing it opens really quickly. Jesus. Roy's that? Let's see about that. Oh, good God. It's the first time I've lost fair and square, isn't it? Shucks. Let's try again. Let's try that one over. Let's do a mulligan. I made foolish bets. The stakes. 2 4s. Oh's Rosette. 3 1s? That doesn't seem likely. I have no 1s. Ha! See? Going better already. How you what, draw a line. How about 2 3s? I definitely have a 3. Why's that? Won't you be the boats you less you understand? 2 4. Ooh, actually, yeah, I do have 2 4s. How about 3 4s? 3 3s. Oof, I don't got any good bets there. Reveal dice. Oh, if I bet 3 3s, I would. Oh, I mean 3 4s, I would have been fine. Shucks. Alright, bet. Bet a 3. Make him think I got a 3. Alright, 2 3s. Haha, fool, I have 0 3s. Ugh. Ugh, bleg. You alright there? Are your dice so bad? Told ya, it's dry land. Always makes me stomach coil. Hope it isn't putting you off your game. Only 2 1s, the game is mine. Continue. Flick the sailor's dice off the table. I win, you tell him. With a frown, the sailor nods and hands over 5 chips. Stay put for a little bit. Pious-looking monk steps into the hall, looks about, and then sits down at the table with the 10-chip steak. Ooh, I want to go to that table with the pious monk. What is he, some kind of gamble monk? The ultimate gambler? The monk counts out 5 dice and waits and... roll the dice. Oh, that's a good hand. Oh, 4 2s. I'm leaving Carre for the Backlands tonight if I can. Then I wish you luck. Then I wish you luck. There are few that travel the Backlands, very few return to speak of it. There are 5 2s, the round is mine. I missed my chance to get monk lore. Ooh, it's another good hand. By F.A. I have asked Lara many times to allow candles in here. It would make the ritual much better. The ritual? He said no? Ritual? He said no. Alright, I guess 3 2s. Give me that ritual lore. The ritual, you say? This most holy ritual that we play now. This is just a game to me. Alright, how about 4 3s? He's got even 1 3. I thought we were playing Swindlestones. It is a most holy practice. Hey, he's got a 3. Nice. Man, I lose that gambit so many times when I try to pull that. Let me think. What lies beyond this hall? What's a monk doing gambling for money? Yeah, sure. 2 4s. What's a monk doing gambling for money? I am a monk of Effie, goddess of chance. This is one of her most devout rituals. But what if you lose? Alright, 4 4s. What if you lose? I will not lose. My goddess is with me. Then how can I hope to defeat you? Call it. Only 3 4s, the round is mine. How could I possibly hope to defeat him? Let me think. 2 2s. Nah, bro. 5 2. 4 2s? 5 2s, yeah. Did 5 2s. Call. Reveal that dice. Oh, alright, he only had 1 2. I figured with how confident he went into that 2 bet, he would have it 2. But, you know. Alright, 3 4s. Oh, shit. Well, my bet worked on anyway. What lies beyond this hall? You are almost out of the city port. There is a market, and then the great Narcopolis. And my journey is nearly complete. Nice, only 4 fours. I got it. I got to the end of the episode after I'm done by gambling this man for everything he owns. A long time ago, the backlands were well populated before Kare was built. Then people moved to the city? I hope. 3 threes also. When the city port was founded, they dammed the river. It flooded out over the backlands, creating the marshes. The water was never fully fallen back. 4 threes? I'll call that. Why would you bet that? You have 1 die. The monk places 10 chips into your palm. I hope you are content to steal from the charitable donations made by the devout in this city. You gambled it! You gambled the charitable donations. What do you mean stealing? Alright, stay put. No one comes to challenge me. Okay, I gotta get going. I am now almost up to 100 gold. Hungry-looking beggar girl enters. Oh! Oh, the 10-chip table! Beggar girl. I can ruin your life even more. Next time, though. I gotta go. Bye-bye.